So currently, I'm just about to go into college. I'm going to NUS to study statistics. And before this, I was in Martiniere Calcutta, and I came across Polygence in class 11th. So I was always interested in economics and statistics. So I pursued. I think I wrote my paper with Professor John Anagnost, and I worked with him on water pricing and some water policy related projects. So, and I'm passionate about reading and I'm into sports as well. I got it in the US, I got into Notre Dame, but
Congratulations, that's
I got,
cool.
thank you. So I got into Notre Dame, I got into UCL, Andrews, Warwick, HKU, NTU, and but I'm finally going to NUS, which is University of Singapore. The project I did with the Polygence mentor was it used a lot of econometric concepts and regression, and so I think that also led me to discover my interest a bit more. I did a project on one of the Indian government's water cleansing policies on India's largest freshwater river. So I used the data set available on the public domain of the last 10 years, pre-policy and post-policy, and I looked at a few key variables to see how the policy has changed the water quality index, the lifestyle of the people nearby, how it has its shortcomings, and the way it's been successful in achieving the goals that it set forth. River that I did the project on, the Ganga, so it's the longest river in India, and it also passes through Kolkata. So I do go there during winters for boating. And it's just over the last few years, the pollution levels have been rising, which is very counterintuitive because of this whole government initiative that I did a project on. So that's what led me to explore a bit more, and I came up with this idea. My mentor was actually very helpful. So he was, from what I remember, he was at UCLA when we began. I think he was about to finish his PhD. So when we began initially, I was not very sure of how to approach the project, what variables to look at, because there was a bunch of data available on the public domain, and it was a little difficult to look at to understand which variables would give me the most telling results. So over the course of the first couple of sessions, we ideated. He explained different methodologies to me, and then when we finally reached a point to begin where I felt, yeah, this is a good idea to continue with, then he gave me time to work on it on my own, and then he taught me a few statistical methods. He taught me how to use R as a language. So it was very informative, and he was very cooperative as well. And I could reach out to him via mail sometimes if needed, and he would always respond as well. I got it published in one independent student journal, Athena. It's it's run by a few people here in Calcutta who are now in Colombia. Apart from that, I sent it to most colleges, the abstract, and it was quite helpful for me as well because I was majoring in that area. I think it's important that you approach the project with some idea in mind as to what you want to major in, one, because I think you need that bit of direction. If you come completely unprepared, I think the part where I remember applying initially, there's this part where to give your idea, the sort of an abstract to your project. So I think that is very important. You don't need to be very sure of what you want to do, but have some sort of direction in mind, because your mentor cannot come up with an idea for you. The mentor can just guide you through it. And I think it's important that you put in the hours behind every meeting. I think you have 10 sessions, if I remember correctly. So putting in, I'd probably say 5 to 7 hours per session is what will get you the maximum output, because you get a bunch of tasks from your mentor, although it's always flexible. But if you do those tasks, go a little beyond them, I think it adds most value.